while dealing with the center of gravity, we have seen that the area is multiplied by a distance about any reference axis, and that was called as the moment of a area. For example, if you take this is the reference axis OY and this is the area, and then this is the central distance x, then the moment of this area about this axis is given as what is that AX. The moment is equal to AX. Now if the same moment is again multiplied by the distance, then it will become the moment of the moment. So that means A into X will be the what we call it as moment of the moment, or it is also called as the second moment. This is called as first moment, and this is called as the second moment. Or it is simply called as moment of inertia. Moment of inertia of that area about OY axis. So that means the moment of inertia of any area about any reference axis is directly what we can say that area multiplied by square of the distance. Area multiplied by the square of the distance, that is called as the second moment, and that is also called as moment of inertia. Generally it is represented as I, denoted by I. And the similar way, if we take this another reference axis OX, then this will be the distance y, and then the second moment of this area about OX is equal to AY square. That means area multiplied by square of the distance from the reference axis. So that means this way also you can take it. Now here Ixx, if I say that Ixx is the moment of inertia of this area about the centroidal axis xx of this area. So that means Ixx will represent the moment of inertia of this area about the centroidal axis passing through the center of gravity of this. For example, if I say that this is the centroidal and this is the xx axis, that means parallel to this yx axis, and then the moment of inertia, so parallel to yy axis, this is the yy, then the Ixx represents that moment of inertia of this total area about its central axis parallel to xxx is called represented Ixx, and Iyy is the moment of inertia of this total area about its central axis passing through the center of gravity parallel to OY axis. So this is how we are going to denote it. Ixx means the moment of inertia about central axis passing through the center of gravity parallel to x-axis, and Iyy is the moment of inertia of this whole area about the central axis passing through the center of gravity parallel to the x-axis OY axis is called as the Iyy. Now notice the the moment of inertia calculation by integration method or by summation method, what we say that. For example, here this is an arbitrary figure having the total area capital A, and it is split into number of components, that means the strips. and each strip will be having its own area and its centroidal distance. Now as far as our moment of inertia is concerned, now the moment of inertia of this A1 about OY axis is equal to, that is the moment of inertia of A1 about OY axis is equal to, what is that, area multiplied by square of the distance, that is A1 x1 square. So similarly for the second, this one will be A2 x2 square, and for the third element A3 ax3 square. So that means now it is divided into number of components, and movement of all these will together, it will give the moment of inertia of this total area, that we can represent sigma sigma a x square. So this we can say that the total moment of inertia, so that is equal to, if I say this is about y axis, so Iyy is equal to summation of these square, the moments of inertia of these elements. Similarly, if we take the distances of this from with respect to OY axis, that is y1, and this is y2, and similarly so y3, then again the movement of these elemental strips about the axis OX is given by, that is equal to moment of inertia of element A1 about OX axis is equal to A1 y1 square. Similarly for the second element, so A2 y2 square and A3 y3 square and so on. That means the total moment of inertia of this total area about OY axis is nothing but a summation of all these things. So that means Ixx is equal to, that means moment of inertia of this total area about OX axis, that if I represent the Ixx, then that will be equal to sigma ay square. So this is how one can say that by splitting this area into number of components and taking the moment of inertia of all these elemental strips about the reference axis and summing up, that will be the total moment of inertia of that object about the reference axis. So similarly what we saw, that the moment of inertia of this, the total area about OY axis, that is represented Iyy, is equal to sigma ax square, and then the moment of inertia of this elemental areas about Yx axis is for each element. So that means first element A1 y1 square, second element A2 y2 square, and third element A3 y3 square, and so on. The total moment of inertia of this object about OY axis is given by its summation, that is Ixx is equal to sigma ay square.